All right, let's go get this taken care of. Not today. Ugh. How is it going, everybody? I hope you are having a wonderful day. Thank each and every one of you for stopping by. Today we're going to be taking care of a little issue that everybody in modern cars has, and that's the yellowing of their headlights. Now mine haven't really yellowed yet. They're starting to get a little bit of a tint to them. So, you know, it's like when you feel bad, it's better to try to take care of it in advance so that it doesn't get worse and make you feel worse, cost more and all that. Now I know they make headlight restoration kits which require you to sand it and all that stuff, but we're going to try something today that I had seen online and I've heard good reviews about. So we're going to walk out here and we're going to try it on another vehicle, and if it works on that, then I'll come back and do this within the next couple days, because we're in between rain showers right now. The sun just peeked out, which is a good sign. It's been raining all day. But yeah, let's get out here and take care of it and see what we can do. You hear it, don't you? Like I said, it never fails. Every single time I start to do a video. Alright, this is what we're going to be using. Meguiar's Plast X. Now the instructions say the instructions say, woodpecker. The instructions say, once again, to use a terry cloth, apply it, and do not allow it to dry out. Rub it in thoroughly and then buff it back off with a clean towel. So that's no problem. But it also says do not get it on painted surfaces. You can see there's paint all around this, so we're going to use some painter's tape to mask that off so we don't get the paint on there. And I've got a terry cloth applicator and then a terry cloth waxing rag that I will be using. So with all that said, let me get you on the, yeah, here's the headlight we're going to be trying on. I don't expect a miracle out of it, but I just want to see if it's going to do anything at all. So let me get it taped off and we'll get to it. Alright, first thing, we're going to tape her off. This is a vehicle that needs a new engine. I need to either rebuild it or put a new one in it. But here's the thing, put a new one in it is $6,000. Rebuild one is $4,500. So I'm thinking about just selling it. I really don't want to because it has a lot of sentimental value. But with that said, it's a lot of money, and if you look it up in the blue book, it probably isn't worth $6,000 if it was in the best of condition. And it's not in bad condition, but you know, got a lot of new parts on it and stuff. But still, nobody's going to want to pay $1,000 or a little better for it, no matter what shape it's in, if the engine's bad. So, I'm kind of debating on selling it or keeping it, or I don't know. I don't want it to sit out here and rot away. Like I said, it's got a lot of new stuff on it. New tires, new front end, new transmission. Well, new rebuilt transmission. And whole new front end, new brakes. A lot of new stuff. Now I know this is plastic, but I'm just going to tape it off so I don't get any on it. Just a light tape off because, you know, it is what it is. Always shake your product up good. And I have not opened this, so I don't even know what color it is, what it looks like, or anything. But yes, first day it's been above 27 degrees and the sun shines out and it quit raining. I can't believe it. Let's see if it's even open. Oh, got the little pull-out tab, so we'll take that out. And I will lay it on the ground and I will pick it up and throw it away when I go in. Oh, it's a pretty little bluish white color. Open her up, some on the applicator, and rub in. And it says just to do one headlight at a time, because like I said, you don't want it to dry out. And I bet if I'd use my little 3-inch polisher, that would probably work really well with this. But basically all you're doing is taking off oxidation and stuff. So I just wanted to see if it made any difference at all. I'm not expecting it to, but you can look at the rag. I mean, the applicator, you can see there's a lot of brown on there, so who knows? It might actually work. We'll find out in a minute when I buff it off. Let's take that off and see. There's one application. That's how it looks after one application. Let me show you before and after. This is what it looks like after one application. And that's what it looked like before the application. So let's hit it again and see what happens. I just wonder, the more you rub, the harder you rub, the faster you rub, if it makes a difference on it, or if it's just the actual chemical reaction. Very interesting. Does it look like new? By no means. But I would have to say that is 97% better than the other one. And all it is a little bit of elbow grease. It's pretty dang good. I may have to go get the little 3-inch polisher and see what it does. Alright, we're over at the other headlight now. I figured I'd just go ahead and come on over and tape it up. I mean, there's no sense in you watching me tape it up again. But as you can see, this is what we're starting with. And let's see what we end up with. A little bit of the product on. I should have taped it, put a piece of tape right down the middle and did a half a headlight comparison. But this is just one of those spur of the moment videos, you know. I've been wanting to do it. I got out of the car, walked in, said hey to the wife, came back out and said I'm going to do that. I've been wanting to try it. I've had this stuff for, God, since before Christmas, and I just haven't tried it. And today's a perfect day. Like I said, the weather is halfway cooperating. So I was like, yeah, let's go for it. So here we are. And I bet you, I'm gonna do it again later. And I will give you an update video on it. I'm actually gonna try the 3-inch polisher that I have for my car, for the trim, the molding, bumper, stuff like that. And see if actually having more speed, more power makes a difference on it. It might not, I don't know. Let's see how it looks after the first application. That actually looks pretty doggone good, considering what it was when I started. Like I said, I'm not expecting miracles because you have to actually sand that old glaze off. And you know, anybody with these polycarbonate headlights know what a pain they can be. Every few years you have to go get them sanded and all that crap, or do it yourself. And a local dealership near me will do both headlights. They run specials every so often. They'll do both headlights completely restored for $25. But you know how it is. You get in there and they try to upsell you for other things, which is to be expected, you know. They're giving you a good deal on the restoration, trying to get you in there for other things that cost a little bit more. Oil changes, brakes, stuff like that. You know how it is. But in a later video, and it won't be too long, just as soon as the weather cooperates a little bit better, I'll get out here and do it. But I'll come out with I'll break out the drop cord and the polisher and hit it with that. And like I said, see if more power, more agitation will do a better job. I'll try to get that within the next week or so you guys can see the results to see if there actually, you know, is a big difference. Alright, there's round number 2. Let's get it wiped off, see how it did. And yes, that even took off more. Wow, that is very, very good. I am surprised. It's actually doing a very decent job. I am. I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to do that good of a job. But let me show you what we got. You saw the before. Now here's the after. Not bad at all, is it? I mean, that just makes a big difference in the way the whole front of the vehicle looks. Alright, just got back from the building. I was so happy with the results, the way it looks, that I wanted to try my little 3-inch polisher. For those of you who haven't seen it, this is my little Griots Garage 3-inch random orbital polisher, and it works very good. I use it for like the small areas on bumpers, glass, all kind of stuff like that. But let's try it on these headlights, see how it does. Alright, just like before, take some of the product, put on it, and then you're going to take a lot. And it doesn't say to do this, I'm just experimenting. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn my speed down. I've got it on 4 right now. I'm going to put it down on 3. And let's see if it does any difference. You know, I just couldn't stand it. I had to give it a try. And the theory and the thought process is, you know, it spins faster, it vibrates faster than I can by hand, you know. So let's see if it improved it any. And I will tell you right now, it did indeed. Like I said, is this 100% better? No. But it will get you a lot more time, a lot more life out of your headlight before having to sand it. Because, you know, you do it too many times, you're going to end up having to replace that headlight because you're going to sand it. You're going to sand it all the coating off of it, all the plastic. But yeah, that looks real good considering what I started with. Let's go back over to the other side. Alright, let's try it on this one. There's still some of that in the pad from the other one, but I'm going to give it an extra little dab. Can't hurt anything, right? just like waxing a car. Always leave your polisher on the surface until it quits spinning. Now let's see how this one turned out. Oh yeah, I could tell a night and day difference from before I started to the first time that I did it, and then from the last time that I did it to the hand polisher. It's that much of a difference again. Let me take the tape off of it and we'll get back and take a good look at it. Alright, set the tripod right here out of the way. Like I said, I was just wanting to give it a try. I was curious if it worked or not. And I'm pleasantly surprised. I actually give this a big thumbs up. I really do. Thumbs up. Because it actually is a product that works. Is it brand new? No, by no means. Is it restored? By no means. Is it a lot better? Absolutely. I mean, I can go another year or two now without actually having to sand it, coat it, and all that crap. But let's take a look at it. That is a night and day difference. I mean, just look how clear that looks. That's going to be so much safer to drive, if I was driving, of course. So much brighter. You don't have that yellow tint. It doesn't look like crap. And it actually makes the vehicle look better, which is going to help me when I go to sell it, right? If I sell it. I still don't know what I'm going to do. We have a lot of sentimental value with this vehicle, but that's one thing you're not supposed to do with vehicles, get sentimentally attached, right? But yeah, there you go. Meguiar's Plastex. Let me show you again. I got it up here because I'm fixing to do this one. You can see the sun's gone, clouds are rolling back in. So we'll try to do these again. But yeah, Meguiar's Plastex. Very simple to use. Recommend it for anybody that has these polycarbonate. And like I said, you can see this one is starting to yellow a little bit on the corners. So I'm gonna see if it, helps that. And while I do that, I'm gonna let you guys go. No sense in watching me do this because you've seen me do that one. So you know how I do it, how easy it is. So with all that said, thank you so much again for stopping by, and we will see you next video. You take care.